So Meghan won't be joining in the UK, but she will be making a trip to Africa shortly afterwards. Is that right?
Right. So the same sort of day we found out that Meghan won't be joining Harry in the UK, we also found out that the Sussexes will be going together to Nigeria later this month. They first met the government of Nigeria last year at the Invictus Games in Germany, and an invite was extended. They're kind of framing this as an unofficial royal tour. It's quite interesting, especially given the Sussexes' history of leaving the royal family, leaving behind their royal duties. Now it seems they're trying to revive that royal fever by embarking on this royal tour. Meghan also has a bit of a connection to Nigeria. When she was doing her podcast a couple of years ago, Archetypes, she discovered that she has quite a lot of Nigerian ancestry. Okay. So I think it'll be an interesting one. I think it'll be something close to her heart. But I'll be very interested to see how the trip pans out and if it looks like a royal tour or if it looks like a celebrity tour.
Okay, well look, this week we found out that Prince Andrew and his ex-wife Fergie are going to be the subject of a Bombshell new book. You spoke to the author earlier this week. What did he have to say about the book and, of course, when's it going to be released?
Right, so this book is going to be a bombshell. I spoke to Andrew Lownie, the author, earlier this week. He's in the middle of writing it. There were reports that it's going to be focusing on Fergie and Prince Andrew's marriage. Of course, they weren't married that long. They married in 1986. They divorced in 1996. However, they have lived together for 30 years. They still live together today at Royal Lodge. The reports initially were saying that it'll be focusing on the marriage, but I spoke to Andrew and he said, Andrew Lownie, that is, not Prince Andrew. And he said, actually, there's going to be a lot in this book that will shock people. He said that basically he's going to take a very sort of magnifying glass to Prince Andrew's role when he was a trade envoy for the UK. He's interested to see if the Duke of York was lining his pockets while he was working as a trade envoy. He also said gloves are off with Fergie as well. He's going to be looking into her history of charity and whether she's been using her role as a patron for charities to line her own pockets. This book is going to be huge.
Okay, look, I didn't think there'd be too much more that could really shock us when it comes to Prince Andrew, but there you go.
Yeah.
Reilly Sullivan, thank you so much for joining us on Power Hour.
You.
Great to speak with you.
You too.